Simone Biles. Mm. Positive two. What's good? What's going on, my skin post? Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and share. Get the word out. Share love, comment, all that good stuff. Now let's talk about it. The Olympics, the Paris Olympics just finished. And one of the names that's being popping up was Simone Biles. And I usually don't talk about individuals and everything else because the information about individuals don't age well. But I decided to talk about this because there's so much in this situation that's unique and it warranted a dissection. Okay, we need to dissect this. Simone Biles is an American gymnast. For those who are unaware, she's a black lady. I believe at this point in time she's age 27. Now, since she came onto the scene, she has been highly competitive and winning medals and doing things that have never been done before. The most decorated gymnast. Okay, so now, as we understand now, she's a married woman to a gentleman who didn't know who she was when he proposed to her, as far as we're concerned. So now, why am I talking about this? Okay, now, her being married as a woman is important for the community, the black community. And when I speak of the black community, I'm not American, yeah? But it's important for everybody outside because whatever happens in America gets exported to the rest of the world. You know, when you look at the city girls environment, that's been exported to my country. I'm Zambian. It's been exported. So Americanism is always exported. So the ideology which Simone Biles is, who she is, competitive, aggressive, and the woman kills it, and yet she's elegant, and most importantly, natural haired, and the reception that she receives from my fellow black women says a lot about who we are as a people. Okay. Now, this commentary is not about trying to engage in other topics other than masculine topics, but I'm trying to let men understand that anything that you desire as a man, she's a married woman, competitive. She is a boss, should be a boss babe, right? She's got everything going for her, but yet she pursued her man, got her man, and now she's married. She's a positive woman. She's fit, friendly, all the things that modern women would desire, right? And yet she still esteems her man. It's imperative that her marriage lasts because a lot of women were wishing that she would divorce her husband because women have deluded themselves to believe that no matter where they're at in life, no matter at any station of life, no matter what degree of decisions they made, however bad they are, they ought to be worshipped and praised and be apprised. This woman was in her prime, is in her prime, gold medalist, the most decorated woman gymnast in known history. And she pursued her man, got her man, is fending off the people that believe contrary that she should not. She should get a man that worships and kisses her feet. I desire to see a woman like Simone Biles for the marriage to last forever, okay? Until death do them part. Because it's shown that a lot of women are bitter and they don't want any good thing. And they don't want any symbolism that resembles submission, that resembles order, that resembles recognition from the masculine energy. They don't want that. They want to dominate even if it's chaotic. So this woman gets kudos, 100% kudos, because to have moved the way she moves and the fact that let's talk about Ebony K. Williams, a woman who is very influential, a lawyer, a host. I believe she's a TV host. As a woman of means, she speaks in a certain energy of dominance, and her own she's got her own. I'll go get myself pregnant by sperm donors and everything else, and I'll stand on this because I'm capable. I'm okay to be a single woman. Now, in all that noise, a woman says, you know what? Yes, I'm a gymnast. Yes, I'm a champion, but I need a man who will love me right. get married. I'll be under him, and we won't have a child. They're not up to that stage yet. We won't do it properly, and I'm gonna rock my natural hair. That's a whole lot. That's his mental toughness because in the community which I reside, which is extended beyond. Because like I said, as far as the blackness that occurs in the United States, there's an extension of that that extends to the rest of the world. Okay, to the rest of the world. Now they export it, and other people eat it up. So it's important. One of the things that black men have said the word of is natural hair is important. We love natural hair. Our women will not listen. They will never listen. So sometimes, man, I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and do your thing. But he's a gymnast who was in the world stage, got money to her name, rocking natural hair. Why did the black community respond? Your hair is crazy, whatever it is. And yet, when we see crazy colored hair, like a certain athlete who runs, y'all know what I'm talking about, Miss Richardson, ain't nobody say a word. And yet, we look at that as black men, we're like, nah, that ain't it. So I desire for women like Simone Biles, because men do not object to women being successful. It's the attitude. She is showing grace and wisdom beyond her years in the environment where everybody's like an alligator, just crocodile, just biting, trying to attack. So I think for the sake of the community, the sake of, you know, the other point I want to bring is for the sake for the own good of everything else, because remember that people are tools of change. People are tools of change. I remember when NWA was a tool of change in the hip hop culture. Hip hop was a positive image in the early inceptions, and then it got hijacked and then it get changed to influence negativity, gangster rap, and everything else. So we need emblems of people of change. She is not purposely, but at least, and not hired as a hired person, but she's an emblem of change because it shows that I'm gonna rock my natural hair. I'm gonna be the highest level. I'm gonna go for a man. If I like him, I'm gonna speak to him first. That type of mentality. Seeing that is a change of dynamic. I don't know how long her sense of what she's done will stay present because there's so much negativity transpiring. The Nicki Minaj, the Sukiana, the Sexy Red. That's the dominant that's been pushed to the forefront. But she's an emblem and a tool of change, positivity. So if her what she stands for, she's not purposely trying to stand for these things. That representation is transferred into the black community, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in America, whether it's in the Caribbean. That's a positive change for our people. A woman happy to rock her natural hair. A woman saying, I like that man who is a good man, who's about something, who's not a dope dealer, not a drug dealer. Go for him. And then engage in that and then fight off and fend off all the negativity of people who have engaged in behaviors and don't accept the consequences, such as some single mothers who have undertaken men who are less than desirable. It's not everybody, we know that, but some have done purposely gotten pregnant to drug dope dealers, and guys who are in jail. So that image of who she is a positivity. She's a tool of change. Should that be embraced in the community? We need more of that because too many people are choreographed. Too many people are just puppets, really. So I when I saw who she was and I saw some of the things that happened against her, and then she's fighting off. Nobody's perfect, but to see that, I believe she's a tool of positivity for those that want to, young girls want to look up to her. Because when you look up to her, at least as a young person, male or female, because she's a gymnast, and that takes a whole lot of effort. When you look up to her, at least she competed, she won a whole lot. She got a lot of money to her name. She was in her natural self. She pursued a man. She got married. And I pray that the marriage lasts. But what do we have examples of other people? Ebony K. Williams, Oprah, Tyler Perry. Like what good examples do we have? And there's other brothers like Jay-Z. Nah, no good representation there. Hopefully this message hits the right heart, the right home. Peace, love, and blessings.